Trang Quynh Big Head Like a Pot by Vietnamese Folktales. Brought to you by TellStory.net, stories from around the world. When Trang Quynh was only 7 or 8 years old, he was already famous among the village children for his clever tricks and mischievous ways. His quick mind could turn any ordinary day into an adventure, though his pranks sometimes got him into trouble with both his friends and his family. In those days, Vietnamese children loved to play Zuoc Zac, a make-believe game where they pretended to be important officials traveling in royal processions. They would cut banana stems to use as ceremonial flags and pick lotus leaves to hold up like decorative parasols, just like the real processions they saw when government officials visited their village. Young-quynh always took charge of these games, coming up with the most creative ideas and leading the other children with confidence. One beautiful autumn evening when the moon shone full and bright, Quynh was playing in his family's courtyard with a group of friends. The silvery moonlight lit up everything, making it perfect for their games. After a while, Quynh grew bored with their usual activities, and a mischievous idea popped into his head.
Listen, everyone! If you carry me in a royal litter, I'll show you something amazing, a person with a head as big as a pot.
The children's eyes grew wide. A head as big as a pot? They had never heard of such a thing. It sounded both fascinating and a little frightening. Their curiosity took over immediately.
Really? You'll show us?
I promise!
Without another word, the children rushed to build a makeshift litter from whatever they could find. Working together with excited chatter, they quickly put it together. Then, taking turns in groups, they lifted Quynh onto their shoulders and began carrying him around the courtyard in circles, creating their own royal procession. Round and round they went, the children huffing and puffing as they carried their friend. They were getting tired and sweaty, but they didn't give up. They wanted to see this mysterious person with the enormous head. After Quynh decided his friends had carried him long enough, he announced,
It's time! Get ready to see the person with the big head!
But by now, clouds had covered the moon, making the courtyard quite dark.
Wait here, don't move. I need to light a lamp so you can see clearly.
Some of the younger children suddenly felt nervous. Maybe seeing someone with such a strange, big head would be scary? They decided to go home instead, calling out their goodbyes as they hurried away. But the older children were too curious to leave now. Quynh disappeared into the house while the remaining children waited in the dark courtyard, their hearts beating with anticipation. After a few minutes, he returned carrying a lit oil lamp. Its flame flickered and danced, casting moving shadows all around. Very carefully, Quynh positioned himself between the lamp and the courtyard wall. He held the lamp at just the right distance and angle so that his own head cast a huge shadow on the wall, a shadow that looked enormous.
Look! Look at the wall! The person with the big head has appeared!
The children gasped. There on the wall was the shadow of a head as large as a pot, exactly as Quynh had promised. It looked dark and mysterious and absolutely amazing. For a moment, the children stared in wonder. But then, as they watched more carefully, the older ones began to understand what they were seeing. That wasn't a different person at all. It was just Gwyn's own shadow, made bigger by the clever trick with the lamp.
Hey! You tricked us! You made us carry you all around the courtyard for this? Now it's your turn to carry us.
But Quynh had expected this. Quick as a flash, he blew out the lamp and ran for the house, leaving his friends in darkness. He dashed inside and slammed the door shut behind him. Safe inside, Quynh started making all sorts of loud noises, maybe from excitement, maybe from nervousness, or maybe to alert his family that he was there. His father heard the commotion and thought the children were fighting. Grabbing a stick, He rushed outside to break up what he thought was a serious fight. When the father burst out of the house with his stick raised, ready to punish troublemakers, the remaining children scattered like leaves in the wind. They ran home as fast as their legs could carry them, wanting no part of whatever punishment was coming. And so young-quynh escaped once again, his clever trick leaving everyone amazed, even if his friends were a bit annoyed with him.